Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand after.
Hello friends, and welcome again to another Street Fighter Duel video. In this video, I will explain some major points, some information that the players got or understood wrongly, and I have been getting DMs and many players and my friends are asking me about it, and I had another discussion with other content creators about it. And it's about, first of all, Evil Ryu, Summer Yang, and the event in general. So there's a lot of points that needs to be explained, and there's some information that it's the translation of this game is a little bit janky, okay? And the wording is not put in place correctly, and there's a lot of bugs or some abilities and stuff that doesn't work. First with Evil Ryu. So is he overrated? A little bit, not so much, a little bit, and I will explain why, okay? Evil Ryu, as he how he works, he's a little bit selfish, but one thing that is helpful, actually two things. His assist skill is perfect and amazing. The 20% boost to the attack is perfect with the linked unit, and his passive, which is at the start of the battle, all the fighters get it. One stack of Satsui no Iki, lose 15% and gain 15%, goes up to 25%. We'll not talk about 15%. They lose 15% of their HP and gain 25% boost till the end of the battle. It even says it here, till the end of the battle. That's a big boost. And if you don't have a Ken and you need a fighter that works on triggers by himself alone, he's good. Is he good as Ken? No, of course not. There's a difference between the Earth to the Moon, between them both. Ken is a SS God tier unit, like Bison. This is merely an S tier unit. In PvP, he's very good, countering Bison, immunity like Honda and other stuff. But in story, his damage ramp up, but it needs time and good interruptions, and it's kinda a little bit overrated in tower and storyline. You can use him in story specific situations versus Bisons, Hondas and stuff like that. Yeah, understandable. Maybe versus Jury, because he takes the damage and doesn't die when he have the stacks up. But situational. In PvP, he's great. He's great if he can stack up and you can keep him alive. If the enemy starts, there's situations. Anybody could be countered, okay? But he shines in PvP. He's great in PvP, okay? And he's a little bit selfish. I'm talking about everything about him and about his skills is about the Shongoku Setsu, okay? So if you don't have him built, if you're free to play and you're using him at A or A+, amazing buffer for his passive, until you get him to SS, he starts working even better. That's the good thing about him. And his exclusive, everything is about his exclusive and about his Shangoku Setsu, okay? And this skill, I don't know if it's working or not. The level 2 especially, 8% boost to the damage dealt with Dragon Slam for every Satsui no Iki active. So he deals 525% of attack when he unleashes it. And with the 8% boost, if you have 10 stacks, let's say you didn't have his cars and you're not stacking them up infinitely, you have him at 10 stacks. Times this, you should have almost 1000, because there's also a 97%, which is 100. It goes to 200 when you have 10 stacks. So it's almost 1200, to be specific, 1100 and something percent of his attack. So that should be a major, like a huge hit. I don't know, it's either because of the buff that they gave us in this event for the Satsui no Iki, it's not letting this work, also not letting this work, or he's bugged. This one, the every Satsui no Iki expended lowers the enemy energy by 120. It's not working at all. And I'll show you that. And you'll tell me, but Pika, this should trigger after he have greater than 5. I'll show you when he's at 10 stacks and it's not working also. Let me show you in Crusade real quick. This is the problem. I think this is the problem. And people don't get cheated by him. This one, I played other games. I played Illusion Connect. Every release of a new unit, they buff them with 25% attack or 50% attack. When you use them at the start, you'll be like, oh my god, they're overpowered, but they're not. After the buff goes on, nobody uses them. Like when the buff ends, like this after 8 days, this is gonna go. Satsui no Iki regularly doesn't buff your units by 5% for their stacks. And I don't know if it's working that good here. Let me show you something. So we have him here. I will stack up for the start of the battle, and I will use him twice, okay? And he will go. Let me check if Bison will get hit or not. So it was Cammy. So we start with him. That's 3 stacks. Now 4 stacks. Now again him. That's 5 stacks. Okay, the bar didn't change, alright? The boss triggered it. Now, we have 7 stacks on him. It should work, right? When I use his C3, the C1 will be unleashed. Oh, the bar didn't move. It's not consumed. Again, the bar didn't move. The enemy still regenerates normally. What's wrong with... What's up with that? Okay, so I hit with him so hard, okay? And a lot of times. So I think when I end this, I should have like 2 billion damage at least with him, right? Not 2 billion, let me be real. I'll have good damage with him. What did we get? Oh. Oh. Still Kami did more damage? But doesn't he ramp up to 1200% and he starts body slamming and he uses his whatever Shangoku Setsu because he's on 6 cars and he's on plus 31 FS? It doesn't work. There's either it's bugged, it needs a fix, or this buff of this event is messing with his talents, and his C1 doesn't work. He doesn't reduce the energy bar of nobody. It's either not working, even at 10 stacks or whatever, or he's bugged. And this is why I'm saying is either his damage doesn't scale well, or he's just a meh in damage and needs to ramp up to 1 million stacks so he deals damage, or he's bugged. They need to rework him or fix him. I don't know what's going on with Evil Ryu, but he's not a good unit for me if this stays like that. And yeah, why you're dealing so much damage with him and with your other units is because of this buff that they gave us, this bait that they gave us. We got baited by it. Because I was talking to other players, my friends, that the one that he lent me that, and he was like, I'm not feeling him. Even with this buff on the, like, he's not like what I expected for bossing and stuff like that. And I could understand him. And I'm telling you guys, either he's overrated or he's bugged. And the C1 is definitely bugged. It's never consuming the energy for the enemy. He never lets the enemy energy bar goes down. It never goes down. I'm telling you, I tested it many times. I don't know if you tested and it works for you. And only it's bugged on my account and my friend account and the other 20 people that I talked to. but he's bugged. Summer Yang. Now, I talked a lot with my friends, okay, and I talked also, we had a side talk, me and Pain Blade. I explained for him that he said in his video, Summer Yang buffs everyone. I talked to him and told him about, so what does Summer Yang do? So while the shield granted by super combo and combo 1 is active, damage dealt by the target is increased by 20%. And what they mean by the target is by Summer Yang. It's not by the team, okay? He doesn't buff the team. Targets with an apostrophe S. It means Yangs, not the targets, plural. It's not plural. It's singular, referring to Yang. Target's accuracy increased by 20%. Why? Because he applies armor break here and here. So it gives him more effect accuracy to land these. Target's damage dealt and effect accuracy increased to 25%. Again, targets with apostrophe S. It means Yang. I wish they don't do this janky translation and they say Yang's damage dealt and effect accuracy are increased by 25%, but they didn't. This is where we have the bad translation. Not bad translation, but I think it's not good translated. So that's all what I need to say about him. Yang just gives you shields and heals you. He buffs himself. That's all. Okay. And for the event, everybody are asking me about this. Okay. And many people talked about it. There's a lot of content creators in Spanish, in Hebrew, in French. They're doing, like, telling you this is a dead node and this is not working. As Hazing said in his video, this is completely working fine. The problem is the second line, okay? That increases the damage dealt by the fighter with combo 3 by 36%. That's it. For 8 seconds after, for 8 seconds, of course. After they unleash a combo or a super combo. No, it's not a combo. After they unleash a super combo, their combo 3 gets a 36% increase by damage. That's it. Their super combo is not buffed, but their combo 3 is buffed by 30. Here they have 8 seconds to unleash a combo 3 and deal 36% more damage with it. That's it. I've done many tries. I've done many testing, and because I read it and I was like, it's not working with a combo. Because I was using a team that doesn't have a super, a C3. Okay, and I'm dealing same damage with it or without it. So I added a unit that does C3, and I worked without it. It was normal damage. When I added this, it went above the expectations that I had. So this works and it's massive. It's a must for any unit that you have at using C3. Of course, people got it wrong sometimes because they thought it's with a combo or super combo. That doesn't work with a combo, especially if you're having a team with no C3. Yeah, you'll not benefit from this. This works for C3 units. This is why my Kami is dealing good damage and other units with the C3 are dealing good damage. That's all what I needed to clear about 2 units, Summer Yang, Evil Ryu, and the event. Again, this freaking buff, they do this with all releases of new units to let them shine more. Maybe for them to sell more and let people buy more tickets to get Evil Ryu. I will stop summoning for Evil Ryu and anybody else on the banner here, on this banner, and just wait a little bit. If they gonna fix Evil Ryu and he will deplete the energy, because I have freaking Chun-Li. If I play him with Chun-Li, she'll give me more bars and he will burn the enemy bars. So I'll be okay. And I'll play Summer Yang with them, because he also, when he applies the armor break, he gives more bars. He gives it a little bit. With the crits of Chun-Li, it will be consistent. But he doesn't work. The homie doesn't work. Evil Ryu, he's bugged. I think he's bugged from here to the end of the world. They need to fix him. I hope they fix them. I hope everything gets good back to normal, because the way I saw him as they released him, he's OP. He should be OP. It's what we expected from a unit like that. But if they don't fix those errors, I'ma throw him in the trash bin. He's a low S tier if they don't fix him, because his damage will not ramp up. His C1 doesn't work. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Imagine one skill that doesn't work at all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. If you didn't, I thank you for watching. And as always, stay frosty. Peace.
Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up.